everybody. It is Thursday night and we are here for Flow Yoga Mob. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, well, we're going to do some Vinyasa yoga tonight, and I just want to give the general layout of the things for you to focus on. One of the things you want to focus on is be hydrated. Now it's starting to get really hot out here, and you're going to sweat, so be hydrated. One. If you are following this on YouTube or joining my group, my Cecily's Yoga Tribe for the first time, they are a mob and they want to work out. They want to flow and go. So, you know, Vinyasa and flow yoga, you got to know the ropes. You got to know what you're doing, got to be ready to go, and know yourself, be ready to modify, maybe just watch. And of course, everybody can get in touch with me about learning more about yoga on my website, Cecily'sYogaRetreats.com. I do tips and tutorials on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm everywhere. I'm just trying to be everywhere right now. So those are a few of the things that you want to do and check out before we get started on these evening classes, these offerings. Okay, after that, I want everyone to know I am doing the Advanced Yoga Hangout, and that is sort of like the Zoom style class. I just happen to be on Google Hangouts instead of Zoom, so if you want to get a ticket to that, if you want to get a link to that, you'll go to my website and get the information there and purchase your link, and I will send it to you. And those are on Mondays and Wednesdays right now at 5 p.m. I know that's not the best time for many of you, but those times will be changing, okay? One thing I want you to look out for is we're Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday Flow Yoga Mob. This is all free and donation based. And as things start to go along with coronavirus, we'll see how the offering goes, okay? I want to keep doing these for you all out there. Is everybody good and ready to go? The crowd says, yeah. Okay, well, let's bring the soles of our feet together. Yep, I'm sitting up on a little blanket, sole of the feet together. I'm going to grab the bottom of the feet, and let's bow down in Baddha Konasana 3 times. Inhale, exhale, gentle bow. Inhale, exhale, gentle bow. Inhale, exhale, gentle bow down. So good, so good, so good. Okay, left leg out nice, long, and straight. Bringing the right foot to your forehead, to your third eye 3 times. Inhale, exhale, draw in 1. Inhale, exhale, draw in 2. Inhale, exhale, draw in 3. Great, changing sides. Left leg out. Right leg out, your right leg out. Hold on to your left foot and draw your left foot to your third eye, to your forehead 3 times. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal. Don't even worry about it. Inhale, exhale, 3. Wonderful. Soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana again. 3 times bow down, hold on to the bottom of the feet. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. See, it gets easier, doesn't it? Inhale, exhale, 3. Wonderful. Left hand to the outside, right hand on the right knee. Pressing this right knee down and out 3 times. There's a 1. Don't worry about it, like how low it's going. Don't think about things like that. 2. Don't worry, don't worry. It just needs a little bit of love in there, in those joints. And 3. Changing sides, right hand back, left knee down. Inhale, exhale, 1. You hear my ankles cracking. And up. And 2. And that lets you know it's not just your hips. Everybody wants to do hip opening, but sometimes it's your ankles. And 3. Great, great, great. Good. Right foot on top of the left knee. Now I'm going to come off of my blanket. This is going double fire sticks or double pigeons, some people call it. The right foot goes on the inside and top of the left knee. Right elbow on the inside of the right knee. We're going to add the forward bow. 1. So I'm using the elbow to help press that knee down. Yes, and 2. Breathe, and 3. Ooh, that feels good, good, good. Let's take it lower. If you want to take it lower, I always take my arms out wider to go low. This is your double fire sticks, double pigeon, 3, and 2, and 1. Good, come on up, changing sides, take your time. Don't even worry about it. If your knees don't go that low, it's okay, it's okay. They just deserve to try. You deserve to try, right? So you got your elbows in here, and bow down. Just 1, up, breathe, and 2, yeah, up, and 1 more, down, 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 down is 1. Good, we're gonna go lower if you want to. Take the hands wider, bow the ribs down. It's okay, you're gonna have a little bit of a round back. Bow down, 3, and 2, and 1. Yeah, yeah, okay, turn to the right side. Now, we're getting into the workout, but I do want to tell you all, I talked to my meditation teacher today. He and I hadn't talked for so long because he's a real serious dude. He's like a real serious, you know, beatnik, Buddhist meditation and hypnosis teacher, you know. And what he gave me today was conceive, believe, and achieve. Conceive, believe, and achieve. Let's roll it back. Yeah, arms back, inhale, exhale, up, up, up into forward fold. All right, arms back, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Don't even worry about it. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just do your best. Inhale back. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Hold on to your right leg. 3 times. Draw back and draw in. 1. Inhale, exhale, and 2. Inhale, exhale, and 3. 1 more time. Right foot to the third eye. We're going to draw it in and hold this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs out, roll back. Arms back, inhale, exhale, forward fold. We'll do this 3 times, just do your best. And back, back, back. You know, opening your hamstrings has a lot to do with contracting the abdominals, right? And back, back, back. You gotta figure out how your abdominals bring you forward. Forward fold. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Hold on to your left leg, rock back. Draw back, rock back, 3 times. 1. And forward. Exhale. 2. And forward. You're doing it. And 3. Don't even worry about it. Okay, hold on to the left foot. Just do your best. Conceive, believe, achieve. Draw it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Legs out. This is the boat pose, Navasana, 3 times. Now let's do 4 because if you want to do single legs, you can. Arms back, inhale. Navasana, up, up, up. 1. Scooping back, inhale. Exhale, up, up, up. 2. And back, 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 inhale. And up, 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 3. Hold here, 5. Yes, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in, forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Exhale, exhale. Good, 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 good. From here, sit up, place your hands behind you, fingertips face back. Take your right foot 8 times up and down. Right foot, right leg, 8 times up and down. We're going 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and now the left leg goes 1, 2. I like to point and flex. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward fold. I'm setting my feet a little bit wider. All right, the ribs go down, so the head starts to go down between the calves. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Right foot to the third eye. Hold on. Rock back a little bit, draw in, hold. External rotation of the right leg. 3. Yes, yes, 2. And 1. Good. Set your feet just a little bit wider, about hips width apart. Forward fold. Draw down. Now, tonight I'm just sort of going for it deeper. Many, many ways to modify. Good. Come on up from that deep stretch once more. Left foot, third eye. Inhale, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Great. From here, roll back, roll forward, chaturanga. Roll back, roll forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Good. We're going to jump to have a seat. Bend your knees and jump, cross, and extend. All right, wait a minute. Hold on, Cecily. This feels like the advanced class. Okay. Well, we're going to do the roll and jump a couple more times. You can watch it or do it with me. Now, so what's the advanced class? Well, we just do more of it, and it's more immediate. And I can have some music in the background. I do less talking to you. See how I'm talking to you right now so you catch your breath? Right? Tim was there last night. Woo! Joy was there. Hey, Joy. Joy was there. She worked it out. And Luis and Vanessa and San Ramon, we got it going on. So that's a little bit the difference. I want to do hard stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, but I want to give you a chance to kind of watch it and get it and see what it is. Here we go. Roll back, roll forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bend your knees, jump. Have a seat, legs out in front. Breathe. Think about it. Breathe. So if you do Ashtanga Vinyasa, you do hot flow, power yoga. That's power yoga. That's power yoga. You know, power yoga really doesn't have to do with the speed of the asana, but it does have to do with the speed of this particular little jumping bit. There's quite a bit of jumping and athleticism in power yoga. It's not just doing your triangle pose faster or just doing warrior 2 faster. It's your ability for these roll and jump, this very intense stuff. So I'm going to give you breaks in between. We've got one more. Here we go. Ready? Roll back, roll forward, chaturanga. Roll back, roll forward, jump, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. See how that party's going to work? And downward facing dog. Great, great, great. Good. Gonna walk my feet in a little bit, squatting on toes. Bakasana, crow. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Straight legs, forward fold. Hold on to the back of the calves and the ankles. Draw down, chin to chest. Good, 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 good. Look up. Walk out to downward facing dog. Hold your downward facing dog any way you like. Some folks need to step in a little closer and feel the hip flexors. Some folks trying to open your shoulders might step back a little wider. Step or jump into the center. You can step in, toe squatting. Now remember, especially as it gets warmer, sometimes we're in bare arms and bare legs. This is where you see the gentleman putting a towel in their lap. This is why, because the sweat gets slippery, right? So you put the towel in. Here's your crow pose. This is the second of 3. Go to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight legs, forward fold. Hold onto the back of the calves and the ankles, draw down. Oh, feels so good. Step out, walk out, downward facing dog. Nice. Enjoy your downward dog. Again, there's so many different ways to do it, and I think a couple of weeks ago I did the variety where the knuckles of your toes go down. That's quite rigorous, but it's good for your toes. Your toes need to stretch too. Okay, walk in, jump in, squat down, crow pose, Bakasana. Here's the third and last one. Set it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs, forward fold, draw down. Draw down, draw down. Nice. Walk out, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Okay, let's go through a vinyasa. Plank poses and side plank. So plank, look towards me, side plank. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, right leg lift. Inhale, step forward, lunge. Exhale, go up and over. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Plank pose. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg lift. Left foot step. Up and over. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Good. Plank pose. Side plank. Downward dog. Right leg. Right foot step. Up and over. Downward dog. Plank pose. Down dog. Oh, side plank, thank you. Downward dog. Left leg lift. Left foot step. Up and over, hold. Prasarita Padottanasana, breathe. Hold, stretch, breathe. Let's think about it. Now I'm going to take that little vinyasa, we're going to add to it and add to it. Okay? I think sometimes when people create vinyasa, I try to tell people, remind my newer instructors, you're not doing choreography. Please don't do choreography. You've got to think where you're going with your student and how does this flow get them there. Turn to the left, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Walk out plank. Push up. Downward dog. Plank. Side plank. Downward dog. Yeah. Right leg lift. See, this is the old part. Step forward, lunge. Up and over. Downward dog. Yes. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plank, push up. Downward dog. Plank, side plank. Downward dog. Left leg lift. Step forward lunge. Up and over. We do it again. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plank, push up. Downward dog. Plank, side plank. know where it's going. Up, over, downward dog. Yay! One more. Walk the hands back to your feet. Standing up, inhale, way back, way back, way back. Exhale, forward fold now. Plank and a push-up and a downward dog. Yeah. Plank, side plank. Open it up. And a downward dog. And the left leg lift. Step forward, lunge. Come up and breathe and hold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Great. So, two things will happen for you. Most people will have difficulty with the fluidity, and so you're moving quickly, but you're not actually getting a lot of range. You're actually not getting a lot of stretch. Have to remember, if ballerinas got flexible by doing ballet, then they would never stretch. And if you've ever been around dancers, it's like that's all they freaking do is stretch. Like they're like all the time stretching. That lets you know that dancing doesn't stretch you. Right? Downward dog to the right. We're going to add to this. Walk your hands back. Stand all the way up, inhale. Hands on your hips, right knee high. Right leg straight, forward stretch. Warrior 3. Release down. Walk out, plank push-up. Please put your feet down. Put your feet down right now and give me that push-up. No floaty legs yet. Downward dog. Plank pose. Side plank with a lifted leg we're adding. Just a little. Just a little. Downward dog. Right leg lift. Step forward lunge. Qigong circle up and over. Downward dog. Do you remember it? Walk your hands back to your feet. Well, we got that part. Stand all the way up, inhaling. We got that part. Yay. Hands on your hips. Left knee up. Extend and stretch. So I'm doing this all as all in one. It swings back like warrior 3. Hands come down to the ground. Please walk out to just plank. Just bring both feet down. One push-up. Let's get those push-ups. Downward dog. Plank, side plank with a slight lift in the leg. Just a little. Just a little. Got to sustain that. Downward dog. Left leg lift. Step forward lunge. Come up. Let's do it again. Right side downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. So not really focused on big stretches. Up, hands on your hips, right knee. Extend and give a stretch. It's going to slide back to like a warrior 3, but pretty much we just lower the body down. Walk out, both feet down, push up. We get real good at push-ups. Downward dog. We get real good at that. Plank, side plank with a slight lift, a small lift. Downward dog. Right leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up and over. Downward dog. Last time this way. What's first? What's next? That's right. Walk your hands back. What's next? Yeah, that's right. Stand up, inhale. I feel you, I feel you. Hands on your hip. Yeah, left knee rise. Look how I fold forward and grab the foot and the ankle as it extends. Then it goes back. Feels like warrior 3 just for a moment. Not very high. Hands down, walk out. Here's your push-up. I need it. I want it. Need that push-up. Planks. Side plank with a little lift. You know, get good at getting here the sturdy way. Don't worry about lifting very high. We're going to do that later. But we need steadiness in the vinyasa. Left leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up, Prasarita Padottanasana, breathe. Okay? Yeah, we're going to add stuff. Conceive, believe, achieve. Conceive, conceive. You would think it would be believe then conceive. You have to have a thorough concept, and then you stand back, and then you believe. And then once you believe, then all of your work and effort is an achievement. Turn to the right side lunge, downward dog. Great. Right leg lift. Step forward, crescent warrior, arms up. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stand all the way up, inhale. Hands on your hips, right knee. Gotta be breathing. Extend and stretch. Warrior 3, swing out. Floating the legs now. Floating the right leg high, very high. Drop the chin in the chest, and then float it out and up. There's a little bit of a hop there, downward dog. Bend your right knee down. Modified side plank. It's high left leg. 5, 4, high left leg. 3, hold it, up. 2, up. 1, great, downward dog. Right leg lift, step forward lunge, up and over, chaturanga vinyasa. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Left leg lift, you know it's going to go into crescent warrior. Up, up. And now you know it's going to go into warrior 2. Yep, sit down, broaden the chest, and then you know that's going to go to peaceful warrior. Hey. Nice. Downward dog, walk your hands back to your feet. Stand up, inhaling. A little bit more of a back bend, hands on the hips, left knee rise, left leg extend. Swing back, and now you're thinking about floating the leg, but you know, to float is really to have a very strong chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Left leg lift, step forward lunge, Qigong circle up and over, chaturanga vinyasa. Now I said it fast. It doesn't mean go faster. It just means that I trust that you understand all of those cues as a bundle. Right leg lift, hold, bend it in the air, lift the knee higher, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot forward, crescent warrior. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stand all the way up, inhaling. Right knee up, extend the leg. Floating. Upward dog, inhale, and downward dog, exhale. Right leg lift, step forward lunge. Qigong up and over, chaturanga vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhaling. Yeah. Downward dog, exhale. Drop, please. Your right knee, your left knee. Sorry, turn towards me. Modified side plank. Very strong. Lift 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Downward facing dog. Left leg lift, step forward lunge, stand up, inhale, prasarita, padottanasana. Good. So now I'm going to give you some specialty things. Well, we have to go back to lifting that left leg in downward dog. So let's go that. Go to the left. Lift the left leg. See, so we're actually going to put some big poses inside of the vinyasa that we've built. So this knee, this foot, has to go quite high. 3, 2, 1, step forward. Prasarita padottanasana, breathe. So to get to these specialty poses, I have to actually start stretching your inner thighs and hamstrings. So here, this is a lateral split. And the main difference is that the toes point up. And you get to sit back a little bit. So notice how my hands go back behind. And I'm wiggling my feet out and pushing out. Because why? We want Vashisthasana. We want a side plank with a big open leg. Well, you've already got a side plank. So getting that bigger Vashisthasana must have something to do with the muscles of the legs, the long muscles getting open. Look how my mat is stretching. Look how I'm pushing my mat out. Okay, hands forward, wiggle in. Both hands onto the right ankle. Bring the whole body down and over, stretch down. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, inhale, to the left side. See, it's a fairly open position. 5, 4, draw down, twisting. 3, 2, and 1, come up, breathe. Go to the right side, you're working on splits. 8, 7, half splits. 6, some of you are doing full splits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Prasarita padottanasana. Step it up and in. Good. Lateral splits. Heels go out and the toes come up. Now you see how the pace of my workout has changed. And we are going to get back to that flow. We are going to get back to it. But if we want to add more, if we want to add larger poses to that flow, you got to have some way of opening up your legs. Now you could say, but Cecily, you know, I'm already open, I can already access my legs. Well, then you need to just go ahead and join Cirque du Soleil. Right? So the practice of yoga is about the noticing of where you are and the beautiful relationship between the mind and the body. They become one in the work. Most people cannot access their body. And so yoga is the perfect application for them. So my teacher would say you're actually a better yogi if you're stiffer and the poses are hard for you. Because you got to work more. Both hands to the right ankle. Yeah, does that make sense? You've got to work more. See, I'm really trying to set my feet wide apart. I want to stretch the inner thighs and the hamstrings to the left. Big, big, big old stretches. Turning to the left side splits, working on your splits. Half splits, full splits, 8. I give it time. Notice how high I start. 7, I start real high, structure the legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I could go deeper, but I want to give everything a chance. All right, and a 1, great, draw it in. Let's stay facing left, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, wonderful. Pedal pushers go there, it's gonna feel good. Okay, we gotta add some things in. So we try, just try. Everybody, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna take my right foot up. You take your right foot up. Right foot and the left hand go together, up top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. Left leg in the right hand. See why we need to be able to get the knee higher. 5, 4. The foot is there for your hand. 3, 2, and 1. Great, great, great. From here, walk your hands back to your feet. Stand all the way up, inhaling. Hands on your hips. Yeah. Right leg, right knee. 2 fingers grab the right big toe. Take the right leg to the right, towards me. 5, to the side. 4. Reach your hand out for me. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Changing sides. Left knee, your left knee, your left hand. It's going to go straight first. Then swing it out to the side. Oh, nice. 5. Now reach out for me with your right hand. 4. Reach out for me. 3. Oh, lift that leg up. Come on. Up, up, up. 2. Up, up, up. And 1. Great. Great. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Sure. Downward facing dog, left leg lift. Step forward lunge, crescent warrior. Drop the back knee. Place the hands behind the back. Back bending so the fingertips touch the floor. 5, 4. See, my index fingers are touching the floor. 3, 2, and 1. A low, humble warrior, arms over the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Hey, hey, hey. Side angle lunge binding. See all of these big poses coming in here now? Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Crow pose, Bakasana. Straight legs, forward fold. Stand all the way up, inhaling. Hands on your hips. We're going to go all the way to chin balance if you want. It's going to be with your left leg. Your left knee comes up. Straighten it out in front. Steady, warrior three. Steady. Now you're going to be here a little bit longer. Both hands reach back for your left foot. Hands to the floor. Step out, walk out, jump out, chin balance out, float out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward dog. Plank pose. Side plank facing me. Vashisthasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Left leg lift. Step forward lunge. Qigong circle up. Hold, pause, breathe. Prasarita Padottanasana. So that's a lot. It's a lot now. Right side, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. You've got to get structured. This is the foot grab. This is the right foot grab from downward facing dog. You need a lot of structure. So your right leg goes up and you're going to grab it with your left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It steps forward, crescent. Warrior, arms up. Drop the back knee, lace your fingertips behind you. Back bending so your fingertips touch the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A low, humble warrior. Bow the head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get structure. You're going to warrior 2. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Side angle lunge with the binding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Side plank facing me. Vashisthasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Hey, walk your hands back to your feet. Stand all the way up, inhale. Hands on your hips. Yep, your right knee goes up. Extend and forward stretch. Now structure your warrior 3. You have to structure your warrior 3 because you know you're going to reach back, both hands, to grab your right foot, which has to come to your hands. 3, 2, and 1, and hands to the floor. Okay, walk out, jump out, chin balance out. Do what you're going to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga. Upward. Facing dog, downward. Facing dog, and a child's pose. Whoa! Okay, that was a lot. Come on up. So that's a lot. lot of stand-up vinyasa. Now, you know, in the early days, vinyasa really almost only meant the sun salute in between the poses. And then power yoga came, and the sun salute became the format for all of the poses. So all of the poses became very bombastic. And there really wasn't a lot of like held stretches. That's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So I'm going to face you sideways. Let's work on Titi Asana, which is a core ability in power yoga. And I'm actually going to start with a block, just sitting on a block. I've got my feet out about as wide as the mat, little ballet turnout. My foot is turned out like a ballet dancer. I'm getting all the sweat off of my arms. So go ahead and put your palms down. Keep your palms on the floor and lift your hips. Lift your hips off of the block or lift your hips out of the squat until you have a flat back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can be sitting on the floor, you can be in a squat. Now, I'm going to straighten the right leg, so you kind of have to be sitting up on the block. If you're sitting on the floor, yes, it's going to be hard to straighten. So I'm going to do both. First, I'm sitting on a block, and I want to push my hands into the floor and straighten my right leg. Watch what I have to do with my core abdominals. I have to actually push back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yep. So you need tons of pressure into your hands, and that pressure pushes your abdominal energy back. Left leg. Palms on the ground, yes? Push your hands down, extend your leg. 5, 4, 3, quite a bit of a round back. 2, and 1. Yay. Okay, I'm coming off of the block. And maybe this was you the first time. Maybe you didn't have a block, so your hands are on the floor. Palms down. Straighten out your right leg in the air, please. 5, 4. Look at the height. 3. I mean, really, how's your Titi Asana going to work if your leg is all the way down here? Bring it in. Left leg. So you've got to push into your hands. Try to get your left leg pretty high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? So we need that. Let's come on up. Sumo squatting or goddess pose. We need this. Look at the way the knees are at the shoulders. Next thing that I'm going to do is key. It's key to the pose. I'm going to slip my hands back behind my feet and get my shoulders behind my knees. Flatten out your hands. Keep your knees bent. Do not straighten your legs. 5, 4, and if anything, try to straighten your arms. 3, try to straighten your arms. You're going to feel your wrists. 2, and 1. Straighten out your legs, and then come on down and have a seat. Did you notice that? Did you notice how when you straightened your arms, you felt the wrist? So if we examine Titi Asana, you need 5 or 6, 7 different components. Let's go back a step. I'm going to go back up on the block. This little ditty on the block shows, it's going to show you something. Most teachers will say, oh, put your hands on a block or something like that. I'm like, Put your booty on the block, because that's about the height of your buttocks in the pose. So what you have to figure out is how to have flat hands and straighten just one leg. And then you realize you have to push. 5, you have to push through your arms and your core. 4, 3, 2, and bring it in slow. 1. Now, if you're having trouble doing this, keep doing this. Keep trying. Left leg. See flat hands? Left leg straight. 5, 4. Keep the leg and the arm together. 3, 2, and a 1. Great. Coming off of the block. Same thing, it feels different. Look, the knees are bent, not too wide. Hands on the inside. Height. My right leg, your right leg. Height. Keep the arm and the leg together. 5, 4, 3. It's a straight leg. 2, and 1. Breathe. You feel the quadricep and the hip flexors. Yeah, you do. Left leg. Extend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Wide stance, forward fold, relax. Some of you have the full expression of the pose. If you have the full expression, go back and begin to work at it. If you feel like your sacrum or your hip sockets are toast, then just have a seat and work on forward fold. 8 count for Titiba-asana. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, we all get to have a seat now. And roll back on your back. Feels good. Little happy babies pose. Yeah. Well, just a couple of minutes left in this class. As usual, I will encourage that you all have your own 10 minutes of finishing poses. And why is that? Because everyone's spine is different. Hip sockets are wildly different. Some people need to do some static stretching with a strap. Other folks need can opener pose, external rotation. Somebody else might need eagle, internal rotation. Some folks need to bridge. That feels good to me right now. But other people might feel like the plow pose is the release. So when it comes to finishing poses are well, I guess it's like getting dessert at a family restaurant, you know. I mean, family restaurant, you're going to get 3, 5 main dishes. Everybody eats a little bit of the main dishes, but when it comes time for dessert, I want ice cream, I want pie, I'd like a tart. What's the difference between pie and a tart? Okay, you know, the pastry chef makes a lot of different things. So when it comes to finishing for you, maybe you have your short menu of 5 different things that help you feel released. And if you're doing finishing poses now, if you want to add in your inversion, there are just so many different things. You just start adding them in. I'm always going to continue to talk a bit and start to finish you all out, okay? Some of you are already in Shavasana. That's where you want to be. Well, this is what my meditation teacher said today. And any of you who know him and who have met him, he is a Buddhist. But man, oh man, I mean, he's thuggish. I mean, he is thuggish. That's all I can say. He's almost 70 or he's 68 or something. I mean, he is a hardcore thugly about these matters. The main message is the knowledge of the unity of every part and parcel of the universe. There is no division. We as human beings just happen to have this weird impediment where we feel individual. We feel that we are a single, separated entity. He speaks of it like an impediment. We are unable to experience the unity. We are disabled. We are all disabled in that. So he says we are in the Kal Yuga, which is the dark days. And we're in it. It's been coming. He's been yammering at me. It's coming. Well, here it is. He's not surprised. And he says, if we are yogis, if we are Buddhists, if we are meditators and prayers and believers in the spiritual light, check this out. He said, if you want to see truth, you have to look at the sun and not at your shadow. So most people will look at the shadow and say, yes, the sun. You have to turn around and see the sun. And when you see the sun, you lose all shadows. And you actually have truth and light, not false truth and shadow. That's some badassery right there. I hope you enjoyed it. That's tight. To me, that's very tight. It's a good analogy right there. You're going to lose yourself. Let's bring the hands together in prayer. The light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. And for that, we say, Namaste.